Hello children, welcome to the next session. Okay, next session, EVS subject. Okay, the lesson second chapter, the universe, and we are discussing the matter, the solar eclipse. What is a solar eclipse? Let us discuss what is solar eclipse. A solar eclipse occurs when the moon comes in between the sun and earth. When the moon comes in between the sun and moon and earth, it came in between these two. Sun and earth. It came in the middle. The moon blocks the sunlight, casting its shadow on earth. Okay, the moon blocks the sunlight. Okay, when the moon blocks its sunlight like this, when it blocks the sunlight, the sunlight will not fall on the earth. Okay, then solar eclipse occurs. Okay, the moon blocks the sunlight, casting its shadow, and when sun rays will not fall on the earth, and it blocks the sun. Okay, moon blocks the sun, and the shadow will fall on the earth. Thus, the solar eclipse will take place. The people are living on that part of the earth where the shadow of the moon falls. Okay, when the shadow of the moon falls, and this moon will fall. Only if it is appear here, if it is take place here, and only this part will moon shadow will fall. Okay. Then can see only part of the sun, or cannot see the sun at all for the short period. Sometimes the short period they will not see. The solar eclipse can either be total or partial. It can be total or like this partial. And if only the part of the sun is eclipsed by the moon, then it is a partial. Okay. If only the part of the sun is eclipsed, the moon, then it is a partial. If the entire disk of the sun is blocked, if this entire disk is sun, only little, this part only blocked means, and only this shadow only will fall. If it is blocked and everything, the sun is blocked by the moon entirely, we cannot see the moon shadow will fall everywhere on the earth. Then we see the total solar eclipse. Total solar eclipse. If the entire disk of the sun is blocked by the moon, then it's called total solar eclipse. A total solar eclipse does not last for more than 7 minutes. Okay, it lasts only 7 minutes, not more than that one. Okay. Then as the moon moves away on its journey, the sun rays reach the earth again. Okay. Then moon moves, then sun rays will fall on the earth and sun appears. Understood? Okay. Looking at the sun directly at normal times or during the solar eclipse can cause damage to the eyes, which may lead to the blindness. Okay, children, you should not see directly to the sun when the solar eclipse take place. Understood? Okay, because the moon blocks the sun rays will be here only. Suddenly, if you see directly, then what happens? You will lose your eyes because so much of energy, you lose your energy. That's why you should not see with your bare eyes. Understood, children? Solar eclipse occurs when the moon comes between the sun and the earth. Okay, the moon blocks the sun and it casts a shadow on the earth. The moon blocks the sun. When the moon blocks the sun, we cannot see the sun, isn't it? Okay, and that when it blocks the sun light we cannot see. That moon shadow will fall on the earth. Okay, and the people of living on that part only. Okay, people of living on that part only. They may take partial eclipse. Okay, if the sun entire disk of the sun is blocked by the moon, then if the entire disk of the sun is blocked by the moon, then it is a total eclipse. Okay. The total eclipse, how many minutes it stays? Only not more than 7 minutes. Understood? Okay, children. Next, understood now? Okay. The moon obscures the sun while passing between the earth and the sun when it passes on its axis. When it passes on its axis, okay, the sun, it casts its shadow on the earth. It casts its shadow on the earth. For the people of the dark region of the shadow, umbra, on the earth, the sun is totally invisible for a few minutes. It is called total solar eclipse. Which ray? The sun is partially visible. The people in region, the faint shadow called penumbra. This is called partial eclipse. Total eclipse is called umbra. Umbra. Total eclipse. Total eclipse is called umbra. Partial eclipse is called penumbra. 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 Understood? Okay. You can see in this picture. You can see in this picture. Okay. The moon came in between the sun and the earth. Okay. When it blocks the sun, the moon blocks the sun. When it blocks some of the part of the earth, okay, we cannot see the moon. When the moon blocks the sun, and then the moon casts its shadow on the earth in some place. If the moon blocks entire the sun, all the earth cannot see the sun. It's called total solar eclipse. Understood now? Okay. What is solar eclipse? When the moon comes in between the sun and earth, and it blocks the sun, and the moon casts its shadow on earth, is called as a solar eclipse. Okay, children. Next, let us learn about the lunar eclipse. Okay, lunar eclipse. Lunar eclipse. A lunar eclipse. Lunar eclipse. Lunar eclipse. A lunar eclipse occurs on the night of the sun, full moon day only. It occurs on full moon day. When the earth comes in between the sun and the moon. And this is sun, earth, moon. Okay. When the earth comes in between the sun and the moon, and the earth blocks the sunlight, and it casts a large shadow on the moon. Okay, it casts a large shadow on the moon. And if the moon is totally in shadow of the earth, it is called total lunar eclipse. Okay, the totally, only partial means the partial lunar eclipse. Lunar eclipse. If only part of the moon shadow of the earth is called partial eclipse. Lunar eclipse, it can last between a few minutes or a few hours. Sometimes it lasts only few minutes or few hours. Few hours. Understood? Okay. As the moon continues its revolving and out of the straight line, and it can be seen fully again. Okay, children, understood now what is a lunar eclipse? Okay, a lunar eclipse occurs on the night, only night, that also in full moon day it appears. In full moon day only it appears. Okay, it take place. Understood? When the earth comes between the sun and the moon, and the earth blocks the sunlight and the sun, and its earth casts shadow on the moon. Understood? Okay, if the moon is totally in the shadow of the earth, it's called total lunar eclipse. If only part of the moon is called partial lunar eclipse. Understood now, children? Okay, next. Galaxy. We know that the earth is a part of the solar system. Is there anything beyond the solar system? Okay. Our solar system is a small part of the Milky Way galaxy. A galaxy is a huge collection of gas, dust, crores of stars. The solar system, our sun, is just one of the many stars in the Milky Way, which appears like a huge spiral in the sky. Okay, understood? Okay, let us discuss about the galaxy. Let us discuss about the galaxy. Okay, our solar system is a small part of the Milky Way galaxy. Okay, our solar system are shown. No, it is a part of the galaxy. Okay, part of the Milky Way galaxy. Galaxy. Okay, a galaxy is a huge collection of gas, dust, and crores of stars. The solar system. Okay, Milky Way galaxy is a part of the collection of gas, dust, and stars. Solar system. Solar system. Our sun is just one of the many stars in the Milky Way galaxy, which appears like a huge spherical in the sky. Can you imagine the number of stars in our galaxy? It is estimated that the more than 20 crores of the stars are there in the Milky Way galaxy. How many are there? 20 crores. 20 crores. 20 crores stars are there in our Milky Way galaxy. 20 crore stars. Imagine. It will take 2,500 years to count to all the stars in our galaxy. How many years it will take to count? How many years it takes? 2,500 years to count. You can imagine how huge and how big it is. If you count one star in 1 second, see how big and how beautiful galaxy is. You can see. Okay, this part is galaxy. In this galaxy, we see there is a part of the gas and dust and crores of stars and solar system. Okay, how many stars are there? 20,000 crore stars are there. Then to count this 20,000 crores, to count how many years takes? 2,500 years it will take to. Okay, this many years it will take. Next, galaxy form into groups. Such groups form a supercluster, and this supercluster together makes up the universe. Thus, thousands of crores of galaxies make up the universe. Nobody exactly knows how big the universe is. It is impossible even to imagine its size as it ever expanding. Okay, galaxies forms into groups. Okay, such groups are supercluster. Okay, supercluster. First, it forms the supercluster. Galaxies supercluster. Then this supercluster together makes the universe. Okay, galaxies forms the groups. It forms the groups, and from groups to supercluster, and supercluster makes the universe. Okay, universe. That's the sounds. Nobody exactly knows how big the universe is. Can you say that? How much big is? How much length? How much width? Can you say? Can you say? Nobody exactly know. It is impossible even to imagine the size as it's ever expanding, isn't it? Okay. See this Earth, solar system, Milky Way galaxy, local group, supercluster, third and last we make solar universe. Okay, we make universe. Our Earth orbit the Sun in our solar system. Our Sun is one among the crores of the stars in the Milky Way galaxy. Okay, small, tiny. Our Sun in the Milky Way galaxy. Our Milky Way galaxy is one among the crores of galaxies in the universe. Our Milky Way galaxy is one among the crores of galaxies in the universe. Okay, Milky Way galaxy. This is the Milky Way galaxies. In that part, the local groups. Milky Way part of the local groups. And local groups make super cluster. In super cluster part of the universe. You can imagine how big is it. Okay. Next. But our Earth is unique because it is the only place where life is known to. You can imagine this much is there, but only Earth planet exists life. Okay, next. Why are all these celestial bodies in motion? What will happen if they stop for a while? Before answering these questions, let us discuss a few points. Okay, few points. A boy is throwing a ball up. Will the ball fall back onto the earth or go up into the sky? Okay. If you throw any object, what will happen? It will fall down, isn't it? Because of gravitational power of the earth. It was Isaac Newton who first came up with the idea of gravitation. When he saw an apple falling down from a tree, gravity or gravitation is the natural phenomenon of mutual attraction between physical bodies. Okay, between physical bodies, mutual attraction. Okay. Then why is the apple pulled toward the earth? Why can't the earth be pulled towards the apple? Why? Because due to the huge mass of the earth, its pull is more on the apple. By this, we can infer that the heavier object attracts the lighter objects, because the earth is huge mass. The small is very thin, the apple is very tiny one. It attracts very easily. Okay. The celestial bodies are stationary. They will be pulled toward the sun and burn up. Okay, the celestial bodies stationary. They will pull up towards the sun, because the sun is also having gravitational power, as we learned the tides. Okay. The counterbalance of the sun is sun's pull. The celestial bodies keep on moving on the respective orbits around the sun, because of there is a balance. Because there is a balance, the respective orbit there acts in their axis, they rotate. There is a balance. Okay, and all the planets, there is a balance. They maintain the balance. Okay, there is gravity. Because of the gravity there is, and two equal and opposite forces keep a planet in its place due to its revolution around the sun. Okay, two equal opposite forces, sun and the earth, opposite forces they are, but planet in its place due to the revolution around the sun, because it revolves. If it is one same place, it will take force. Gravitation can be found everywhere between the objects in the universe. In the universe, you will find all objects having gravitational pull. The gravitational force between two objects is more if they are massive or closer. Okay, if they are massive or closer, there is a gravitational force. Understood? Okay. Okay, children. Have you understood? Okay. Have you understood the lesson? The universe. How much big is it? It is, isn't it? We have learned the phase of the moon, and twice we have learned, and we have learned the moon. What then? Earth. then solar system and planets and lunar eclipse and solar eclipse and Milky Way galaxy, okay, and gravity, isn't it? Okay, gravity. Understood? Okay, children, learn and remember the points and do one thing as I told, one activity about regarding the solar system. Okay, take one torch and a big size ball as a represent model of the sun and the small ball moon. Okay, you do it that activity, okay, at home and explain to your parents. Understood? Dear children, remember this all the points and regarding all this about regarding the universe. Okay, learn and study. Understood? Have a nice day. Thank you.